You're walking down the street, at the park, or at a friend's house, and suddenly a dog that has never seen you in its life drops everything, ignores everyone around it, and walks straight toward you. Sometimes it presses its nose into your hand. Sometimes it just sits beside you like it's known you for years, and you think, oh, it likes me. But what if I told you that dog didn't choose you by accident? That what it just did is one of the most sophisticated readings one living being can perform on another, and that it probably knows things about you that even the people closest to you have never noticed. Stay until the end, because the last thing this behavior reveals is going to completely change the way you see yourself. Before anything else, I need you to understand something fundamental about a dog's world. A dog's nose has up to 300 million olfactory receptors. Yours has about 6 million. The scent processing center in a dog's brain is, proportionally, 40 times larger than yours. That means the moment you walk into a room, the dog already there has read a complete file on you without needing to see you, hear you, or have you say a single word. It detects cortisol, the stress hormone, coming off your skin. It detects adrenaline if you're nervous. It detects subtle shifts in body temperature that signal fear, excitement, or anger. It can tell if you're sick. It can tell if you're pregnant before a test even confirms it. In other words, before you take a single step toward it, the dog has already made a decision. And if it came to you, that decision was approval. But approval of what exactly? The first thing dogs detect in humans is threat level. It's pure survival instinct, inherited from thousands of years of evolution. A dog that's never seen you before assesses in fractions of a second whether you represent danger, and it does this based on chemistry, not appearance. Anxious people, tense people, people carrying suppressed anger or a fear of dogs release specific hormonal compounds that a dog reads as a warning signal. It won't approach. It will swerve away, shrink back, or watch you from a distance. But when an unfamiliar dog comes to you in a relaxed way, body loose, tail moving naturally, it's saying, you don't trigger my alarm system. You are safe. And that says a lot about who you are on the inside. People that random dogs choose tend to share one defining trait. They carry an inner calm that doesn't depend on what's happening on the outside. It's not that your life is perfect. It's that you have an emotional steadiness that leaks through your body in ways you don't even notice. But a dog notices immediately. If understanding this is changing the way you see dogs and the animals around you, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That's how this message reaches more owners who truly want to understand the animal they share their life with. But there's a second layer to this behavior, and it goes even deeper. Dogs are pack animals. For thousands of years, their survival depended on correctly identifying who could be an ally. It wasn't enough for another being to simply not be a threat. It had to have something to offer the group: protection, stability, genuine leadership. When a dog approaches you spontaneously and voluntarily, without you making any effort to attract it, it's doing something that goes far beyond simply finding you harmless. It's recognizing in you what canine behavioral science calls stable presence. And it's the trait dogs seek most in human beings. It's not dominance, it's not strength, it's presence. It's the feeling, which the dog detects chemically, that you are here, right now, without being swept away by cascading emotions. You know who dogs tend to avoid? People who get overly excited when they see a dog, who shriek, "Oh my God, so cute!" throw themselves forward, try to force contact. Paradoxically, the harder you try to win over an unfamiliar dog, the less likely it is to come to you, because that agitation, however well-intentioned, reads as instability to the canine brain. And you know who that same dog will seek out in the room? The person sitting quietly in the corner, not making direct eye contact. The person who isn't even trying. Speaking of which, does your dog do anything strange with visitors? Like always choosing the same person to sit next to, or avoiding someone specific for no obvious reason? Tell me in the comments, because I want to read it and try to explain what's happening inside their head. There's a third element to this behavior that very few people know about, and it's going to make you look at these random encounters with dogs in a completely different way. Dogs have what ethologists call associative olfactory memory. This means they link scents to past emotional experiences. A dog raised by a soft-voiced woman will seek out soft-voiced women. A dog that grew up with a calm man will gravitate toward calm men. A dog whose first months of life were spent around children will be drawn to children. When an unfamiliar dog walks up to you, there's a strong chance that you resonate with something positive it has already lived. You may remind it, through your scent, your posture, the rhythm of your breathing, of someone who was good to it, someone who made it feel safe. In that moment, you became the living memory of a love it carries inside its body. And now we've reached the point I promised you at the beginning. There is one thing these encounters reveal about you that no personality test, no therapist, no professional assessment can capture with this kind of precision. Dogs don't lie. They have no social agenda. They don't come to you to impress you, to get something in return, to seem polite. When a dog that has never met you crosses a room, ignores other people, and presses its nose into your hand, it is doing the most honest thing that exists in the world. It is telling you that you have something rare. In a world where most people carry anxiety like a second skin, where internal restlessness has become almost the default, where being truly present has become the exception, you are someone that a being with 300 million olfactory receptors with absolutely no interest in pleasing you, chose. It wasn't luck. It wasn't coincidence. It was a reading.